Hello, can you hear me? Okay, cool. Uh, I'm very happy. Wait, let me check. So I'm very happy to have the monthly meetup to share with you the MoonBit progress. And if you have any question, feel free to ask you, and I'm very happy to take any question. So yeah, so let's get started. So the first we have the brief. Wait, uh, Yeah, so let me enlarge the screen. So first, have an overview of the progress. Let me check the Google Doc. Okay, cool. So actually, we missed the April the meetup, but the overview of the statistics is we increased around a few hundred users from the marketplace, and around like 10,000 in the open basic. And for the package, in the last 2 months, we have like increased around like 2,000 libraries. And in the last month, we made a first release of we made another release, MoonBit 0.9. I think we have a headline, which is formal verification. We'll go through the details if we have more time, but let me first focus on some other stuff. Then we get back to the point 0.9 release if I have more time, and share with you our rationale and why we go this way. The first is I think many people are concerned about when are we going to reach the 1.0. So we're very close to the 1.0. So we work very hard to. So it's very close. I would say our current target date is September 19th. So it's around 5 months. I think it's 5 months from today. Why we pick this date? Because our team is founded 4 years ago in September 19th. So it happened to be 4 years of hard work from zero. So we want to make an official 1.0. Thank you very much. 1.0 release. And another good news I want to share with you is we raised some money. We raised because currently we are working in a research lab where you most like the academia research lab. I believe but it's not officially announced. I think we raise some money. I think should be give us enough time, like the 4 or 5 years, to continue the development of the MoonBit. I think the money will support us at least like 4 or 5 years. If you do that math, I think it will make sure MoonBit language will be very mature and stabilized. So if you bet on MoonBit, so don't worry that the team will be disbanded. And that's not going to happen because we have enough resource to continue to support the whole team for 4 or 5 years at least. Yeah. So, and another thing I want to share with you is don't worry, the tool chain will always be free. So we have no plan to charge the users or corporate. I think the thing we want to monetize is with the AI. So you want to make MoonBit a software factory. So if you do the whole movie tool train, and with a large language model, we will give you the automation, the software automation, so you can deliver reliable software, including the software verification, etc. That's our big picture. If you have any question, I'm very happy to take take any question. Yeah, so that's something I want to share with you. Yeah, so for the prior to 1.0 release, we are very close. So the launch feature is not too much. So the upcoming feature is one is the list comprehension. The one why we introduced the list comprehension is because in MoonBit there's a common pattern. You have local mutation. You declare like a mutable array in locally, and then you have the push blah blah blah, which is not really functional. So we want MoonBit to be mostly like 95% is a functional code. So we introduced list comprehension, and you can write very declarative style. I believe it's declarative style. Yes, and actually our list comprehension is I believe is also novel because we give you not only for the array, you can also if it's in a check mode, if you say it's a it is of iter type, then you can then the list comprehension will be an iterator. It will be a lazy iterator, and combined with all the functional for loop, right? These are our functional for loop. Then you can have some very purely functional Phoebe iterator in MoonBit, and it's very efficient. It's basically compared to a for loop. So actually, I believe this is novel. I didn't see this in other language. So yeah, so this the one not too many features among prior to 1.0 release. And another is I believe it's already landed is a constructor. Constructor means for currently it's only for struct type, so you can declare a constructor for a type, and then you can do the initialization. For example, then you can do initializing like the like type, blah blah blah. So this is very neat because the map outside the map is a constructor, right? You can say 1.3, and then it works. Currently, it only works with a struct type, but we are going to extend it for other types like the enum. So we are going to allow the construct type for the enum for abstract type. So it will be a very handy feature. Another cool stuff is in the check mode, right? For example, if you know the type, if you know the type is a map list, right? If you know that type is if you know the set, let me see. So if I record called actually it's a list. It's a yeah. Let me see. If a set another is a set. Then in the check mode, you don't need to write anything. Just write x 1.3 and y 1.323, and then we work because in the check mode, then the compiler will automatically inject the constructor for you. We'll say equals set 1, 2, 3, and y point set 1, 2, and 2, 3. So it's a very convenient synthetic sugar. Yeah. So this is already we have found partial support for the constructor, but we are going to make it for all types. So yeah. Another feature is also landed in coming is the extensible enum. So the thing is enum. Currently enum is a closed word because when you declare enum for a specific package, you cannot add a new branch in another package. This is very good for the static analysis because all the pattern match will cover all the branch. But it's not very inconvenient when you want to write some plugin, right? You have some plugin system, so you don't know all the branch ahead of time. Then then you can declare called extensible enum, especially declare extensible enum, and then you can in another package. I believe this is yes, this is in another package. Yeah, so then you can have another package. Then you can extend the enum. Then this is also useful for encoding the existential type. If you have some background in the type separate, in the type series, this is good for encoding the existential type, and then you can pattern match. Yeah, so that's another feature is going to come in prior to 1.0, and in this month, I believe since this month we are going to spend a lot of time in the performance improving. Our initial benchmark actually is quite encouraging. So for most benchmark we did, I think MoonBit is comparable to the Golang native code. So MoonBit has a performance is comparable to Golang. This is before we do any performance tuning. We believe as we do some more hard work in our native code generation, MoonBit will deliver better performance than Golang. And we also spend some time in the GC tuning to make the garbage collection more efficient. And prior to 1.0 is we'll do some research on the multiple thread support. It's not the multiple thread support is not going to be landed in 1.0, but we want to do some pre-research. So make sure the 1.0 will not exclude the multi-thread support. But that's the top one priority after we reach 1.0. I would be happy to let me check if you have any question. Yeah, so feel free, and you're welcome to.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. So first of all, thank you for MoonBit. I mean, for my first question
Oh,
is.
sorry, your voice is very low. Sorry, it's very of low volume.
Oh, what about now? Is it better?
Uh, Not really. Let me check if it's my mic.
One,
Oh
two,
yeah, I
three.
think it's my mic. Okay, so it's okay. Cool. Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
so now it's better, right?
Oh yeah, it's better, much better. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you for MoonBit, first of all. So I have first question. So the stuff that you're showing, the syntax, like I'm kind of curious. You say that MoonBit is a language for AI. Like,
Yeah.
how often do you actually read the code? How often do you look at the code? Like at what points do you actually touch the code, or like do you just at this point you have a very well made, let's say, agents.md, and that's like enough to get you all the way there?
Also, I think it depends on which stage you are. So first, when you because you actually currently the AI is already very good at the moment. So for example, I'm doing ask AI to generate some compiler like the experimental compiler for you. When during the experimental stage, I will not read any code generated by AI. But when AI get a fixed point, then I will study to read the code to at least understand the critical parts of the generated code.
Makes
So
sense. And do you use you have this thing called quick check, I think, right? The
yeah,
quick
we
check.
have fuzzing. Yeah. We actually we want to pull the quick check into the core library, but it depends on if we have enough time to review the yeah.
I see. And do you use whole? I think it's called whole, like for formal verification.
A
Because
former version currently I'll use the called the we use the Y3. I'm not sure if you know the Serum prover. It's written in OCaml because our compiler is written in OCaml. So currently we compile the MoonBit language into the called YML, which is the intermediate formal language, and then will be consumed by Y3. Then will be discharged by the Z3 and other SMT solver. Azure OL is only for prototype. It's not for the use in the compiler.
I say, and but the
Formal
compiler that
version,
you're
yeah.
mentioning, the compiler that you're mentioning now, this is a MoonBit self-hosted compiler, right? Or
No, the compiler is still written in OCaml, but I believe in the compiler is still written in OCaml, not the hosted, not yet. Yeah.
so you haven't started on the self-hosted. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
So I believe we're going to start self-hosting the MoonBit compiler in 2028. I think that's a proper timeline.
Makes
Um,
sense.
yeah. We will.
And
Go
yeah,
ahead.
and then yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I had another question, but like, so, like, I'll give you an example of what I'm building with MoonBit, and I reached a certain very crazy point actually with AI. So
Mhm,
I right now I have ability, and let me just quickly
mhm,
just share the
mhm,
screen quickly.
mhm,
Basically, I have this ability to do something like this.
mhm,
Uh, I can reference other sessions. So this is all codecs running. This is
mhm,
codecs. This is codecs.
mhm,
And so I can do something like this. I can say tail a certain session. So this is a fork of Z. If
mhm,
I do Control L, I will get the UID of the session.
mhm.
And essentially, this codec session can live listen to the output of this. And I have a lot of Z instances here
Mhm.
to basically like tailing each other essentially.
Yeah.
And one of the issues that I have is sometimes my CPU gets spiked. And so I'm trying to, I already have a daemon running,
Mhm,
written in Go,
mhm.
for essentially supporting, I don't do commits, I don't do pushes. each codec session works in a work tree, and then their changes get landed on the live branch automatically, and conflict resolution happens and stuff like this. So what I want is like, well, I'm playing with MoonBit and Whole to try have some kind of formal verification that my CPU doesn't get destroyed. And this is like a very abstract problem, but like I'm trying. I think that like formal verification somehow holds the answer. Like I need some kind of state machine that in certain cases like I kind of exit. And actually with formal verification, it's like you're building a state machine, right? Like that's kind of my understanding.
Yeah, we will bet on a firmware verification. Currently, we use the Y3 as a broker, but in the long term, we are going to develop our own serial prover, so it have even better vertical integration. It actually is in our roadmap.
Amazing. Okay, yeah, that's cool. And then last question: if I want to, like, let's say, use the latest MoonBit, which repository would you recommend, like with the proper agents.md and stuff like this?
We have the naturally release. If you we have naturally. I mean, let me check the. If you go to the MoonBit.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
If you go to the marketplace of the. If you go to the marketplace, yeah, let me check. If you go to the marketplace in the MoonBit, and then they will have a naturally release, right?
Oh, I don't see marketplace.
Marketplace in the Microsoft, the marketplace for the VS Code.
Oh, you mean okay, but I don't use VS Code. What I want is just I use Codex in a terminal, right?
Oh, you can you can go to the moonbit.com. I believe they call it installation, and you have a
natural. Yeah. So usually I just paint. I just pointed at Moon and the core, and that's enough to me. But I wonder if there's like I know that there's like skills here, right, or something.
Skills is the latest actually. Skills is
yeah, like basically what I'm looking for is like
agent
you use Codex, right? Or what do you use?
I use Codex. Codex is very smart. Yeah.
Yes. So like what is your setup with Codex? Like do you have
you don't really need to do anything because you just put the MoonBit agent guide into the skills. Then
MoonBit agents guide. Wait, which one is this?
Skills. We have a called MoonBit agent guide, MoonBit dash agent guide. In the GitHub.
Oh, okay.
In the GitHub, the MoonBit dash agent guide dash MoonBit dash.
Okay, I'm probably gonna find it here.
Yeah, MoonBit dash. Let me type it. Called MoonBit.
Oh, Maria is something else. But every time I tried Maria, I couldn't get it running. Honestly, every time, like I couldn't get any useful output of this.
Actually, I want to share some good news with some news we found is we found in the last few weeks the open source model like the Kimi and DeepSeek. Actually, they already capable of generating meaningful MoonBit code. So we are going to write all the agent customized for the open source mode. So we're going to revive the Mario. Otherwise, the previous the cloud is so expensive. That's not affordable. That's the plan.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, I'll play with MoonBit and I think like what is you mentioned that you mentioned this. Well, what is like currently what you're working on? Like I'm kind of curious. I may potentially help.
Yeah. So that's I want to share. So the currently we are very close to 1.0. So the rest of the work is the performance improving and fix some corner case. Another thing I want to share with you, I'm also very excited, is we are going to have our own homebrew native backend, which generate the machine code without depending on the C compiler, without depending on the LVM. It's just written by ourselves. So you can have a MoonBit code just like Golang, right? You have the MoonBit code, then generate the machine code.
But this will compile it to ARM assembly.
The machine code, not WebAssembly, machine code.
Oh, machine code straight. Okay.
Yeah. So it's it gives you even faster compilation performance. We want to, because the LVM is too slow for the iteration or C compiler. We want to make sure the native compiler is even faster. So that's I believe this is going to land in about 2 months.
Are you gonna? But you can do this without compiling to OCaml, maybe. Have you thought about this? Or
not really, because No, I think we want to have very highly vertical integration instead of piggyback on other people's work. We want to do all the hard work by ourselves.
Oh, okay. Because from my understanding, I think OCaml compilation is like, what is it, like 50 years of development?
Not really. So we want to have very highly vertical integration instead of the yeah. So
Makes
that's
sense.
one thing I want to share with you. Another is we are going to. It's already working. It's already have some experimental work. Currently, the LSP is compiled to the JavaScript. So MoonBit is written in OCaml, right? So there's another nice compiler called JS OCaml. So the ID is compiled to JavaScript, then integrate with the VS Code. So we're going to drop it at the root. We will just compile our IDE service to the native code. Then they use the native LSP to power the IDE. So hopefully it will give you a better performance in the long run. So that's another thing, work in progress. The other is the move the async into core. Currently, the async runtime is in a separate repo, which is not ideal for people to get started with the I/O stuff. So you want to merge the async into core. So that's the main, that's the main piece of work we are going to in the next 4 or 5 months. Yeah. So I wonder if you have any question with the plan or.
Oh, I think I asked this before, but in Zig you can pass, what is it like? You can pass allocators as an interface or something like this.
Oh yeah. So MoonBit has different properties compared with Zig. So MoonBit is more like is more in the same space like the Golang or Java. So MoonBit is a user space.
I remember. Oh yeah, I remember my other question. So from my understanding, in Go, so the benchmarks you show against Go, I heard many times that you can make any benchmark you want. Like it's very hard to get a proper benchmark, and so like with Go, I think the big part they do is the runtime for like requests, right? Like the way they do like scheduling. Like the scheduler is probably like the really sophisticated part of Golang, right? And the concurrency model. Like that's the in MoonBit. Would it be complicated to replicate, or like doesn't it even make sense to replicate Go model of concurrency, or?
Oh no, really? Because we are more like the C# or F# or Kotlin. So MoonBit I think is very close to Kotlin or Swift. I believe. So MoonBit async model is the.
So when Go, my understanding is that you do like message passing essentially. So like I'm not too familiar with like Swift. I know that you have like code routines or something, and then is that you pass data.
So MoonBit is a stackless coroutine. Stackless. The goal is a stackful coroutine. I believe that's the main difference. Yeah. So MoonBit.
But the way you share data between the coroutines, that's like you have like mutexes or something like this, or?
Yeah, we have mutex. Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah. So, So I'm happy to answer. If you have any question, I'm happy to answer it. And then also we can for the several last. I think I can share with let me check.
Oh, and for GC, you never feel GC, right? Like it's from my understanding, it's like fully in the background. Like it's.
So MoonBit the GC is very similar to the Swift. So it's we do the automatic reference counting, and then we do some setting analysis to get rid of some
references.
Yes. So it's very similar to the Swift. Yeah. So if feel free to interrupt me if you have any questions. Then I still have several minutes left, so I will go through about the 1.0.9 really quickly. So firstly, I think it's a very annoying update. Deprecate derived shoe. Yes, it's a very annoying, but the idea is in MoonBit the shoe trait is very similar to Rust the display. So for the Rust display, there's no canonical display for a lot of collection types. So we only derive the debug, which give you the structure the debugging visualization, but we don't plan to derive shoe because, for example, the array of the data, I don't know how to display it properly, right? Should I insert a comma or not? So we're going to follow the same pattern like the Rust. So we derive the debug, but not sure. This is a very annoying change, but we have to make it in prior to 1.0. Another is the formal verification. This is very experimental. I believe this is very experimental. We are going to invest more in the future. So MoonBit will be, so we can prove more. Currently, it's already pretty useful. You can prove a lot of the function data structure, but we are going to invest more. Another is deprecate the loop syntax. So we deprecate it because it is very close to the functional for loop. And we want to make sure the language is very simple for AI to understand. So I think there's no need to add two very similar syntax for similar stuff. So we just deprecate the loop syntax. Another nice feature is in the 0.9 release, we have first class the regex expression. So you can compose the regex expression using the plus operator, and then you can pattern match regex. And if it's a constant regex expression, then it will be expanded in the compile time to automata. Will be very, very efficient. So this is finally stabilized. I hope you like it. Yeah. So another this is this big inch is just a performance improvement. So not user facing. Another nice feature, we added a reverse pipe operator. This is for the building the UI stuff. So you can write the UI in a like the JSX, right? Give you easy to read the UI detail. So there's syntax change to UI. Now the ABI of the unit returning, I think is small, just to avoid some confusion. Not too many meat. Another is we added a deprecate attribute, so you can deprecate some relation. Then the downstream users will get the warnings, so you can get some incremental migration. So another the other one is for we'll give you alias, so we can have a constructor, right? We have the alias, the constructor. I believe this actually is a bug fix. So. I think this is not a very well documented. In the MoonBit, in the 0.9 release, we have very nice support for the workspace. So you can have a large monorepo, Moonwalk init, Moonwalk use, and have composed several sub modules. I like it really very much. So actually, because in the AI, you want to put all your code in a single monorepo, then AI has all the context for you, right? So I like it very much, and I would strongly recommend for the workspace. Actually, the workspace for the design is borrowed from the Golang, so the Moonwalk is very similar to the GoWalk. Yes. Another thing, actually, that's pretty much the most thing happening in the last 1 or 2 months, and we are. That's the. Do you have any question?
One other question. So one thing that with AI struggles is a big architectural question. So like high level understanding.
Mhm.
Like how do you think MoonBit helps with this kind of high level understanding, let's say,
of
the code base?
So this essentially, for the high level architecture, I think that's the language agnostic, right? Because if you want to do some system design, it's not really coupled with what language you are using. But MoonBit spend a lot of work in the design to make you do the fairness refactoring. So we have a lot of the tools. If you use for example, in the Moon ID, there's a tool called the Moon ID Analyze. To analyze all the data code cross package, not inside the package, cross package.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I think ID is dead as a concept, to be honest. I think this analyze, like if I want to connect it to Codex, do I just point it to the analyze package or what?
No, it's just a COI. Let me type this for you. It's very easy to use. Actually, I use it every day. Let me how to type in. So you can just you just say COI analyze.
But is it in the MoonBit core? This
you come with the MoonBit. You don't need to do anything. You have
but if I want to read the code for it, like where do I find the code for analyze?
It's not public yet. but you can. It's not publicly available yet. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can, okay, you're free to get a MoonBit. It's just
Yeah, but idea I just can't use. I have to use it through codecs. But like if because
in Codex you can just type the CLI, right? It's not ID. Sorry, the ID. I think
yeah, I get it. Like I will just point it in CLI. Yeah, it's just with source code it will be easier to use it, right? Because you can see you can manipulate, you can fork it.
not really. The source code is in OCaml. So why do you need to read the source code of OCaml to do the reflection of MoonBit code? I don't get the.
No, but like to understand. So one way is to point it at like the help, right? Another way is to point it at the source code and say, hey, I have this problem in MoonBit. Can you help like solve it? And then you can probably fork the analyze to maybe add explanations, for example.
We have another. Actually, we have we open source called the. I don't remember exactly called the lint. We have a MoonLint. It's open source. The MoonLint.
MoonLint. Oh yeah, okay. I'll check.
It's open source, so you can add your own lint rules to lint the code. Like if this doesn't follow your style, you can.
Yeah, can you wait 1 sec? I don't understand. Like, am I MoonLint? Okay.
Yeah, it's
like I have.
It's in the GitHub. Yeah, it's on GitHub.
But it's not here.
Yes, for other people, do you have any question? We are very happy to discuss for anything you are excited about or you have confusion. Yeah.
I mean, I only have this MoonLint because I want to explore MoonLint because I basically I want to go from first principles. So like I usually
that's exactly the reason. Because this is.
But I didn't find. I can't find this MoonLint.
Like, I will share you with later because this is not my laptop, so I'm not familiar with this.
Okay.
Sorry. If it's my laptop, I will share with you. It's on GitHub. I believe
I'll just message you. I'll just message you on Twitter. It's fine.
Yeah, cool. So it's basically a parser for MoonBit, so you can write your own rules.
Oh, so the MoonBit parser is the linter then?
Yeah, it's a linter. It's open source, so you can basically.
So the repository of the parser is the linter. Okay, that's what I
mean.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yes, I think we are on time. If no question, any question, I can take 1 or 2 questions. Cool. So, very happy to have you guys today. In the afternoon, I will see you in 1 month. So, I believe MoonBit is more and more close to production quality. So I really appreciate your interest in the very early days of MoonBit. Thank you very much. And if you have any question, you're free to DM me on the Twitter or Discord. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye.